Yes, my name is Saul Rosenburg, and this is my brother Peter. We are attorneys at law. Have you been injured in a car accident? Had major facial derailment?
Maybe you had food poisoning or something of that nature. We can help.
Yes. So you could call us today, and we'll take your case on for free. That's right, unless you win a water.
Because we're really desperate for money. Because, you know, the DNC took all of our money.
But you're a Republican now.
I know, but they took all of our money.
Yes, I know.
So, did you lose your glasses again?
Yes.
What about your shoes?
Oh, jeez.
He's still a liberal. He just doesn't get it. We've only got, like, how many seconds is this time slot again?
30.
I think we've already gone over our allotted time.
Okay, well, anyway, call 303 schmuck law. It's 303
Schmuck law!
And we will take your case on, and it doesn't matter what you did. You could have embezzled money. You could have done a Bernie Madoff.
We'll defend you. We'll defend you no matter what.
You could have gone through a car windshield after drinking 18 martinis at a local bar and then got kicked out for harassing a local fire-breathing...
Price is not an issue. We'll charge you as much as we feel like it. We'll stick you in... Oh, wait. We're not supposed to say that part, are we?
No.
Oops.
Okay. Well, give us a call. 303 schmuck law.
That's 303 schmuck law. Call today.
Britt Hancock here, reporting live for Croc's News with an exclusive. I'm here in Glasgow to tell you about a story about a man so unique, so different, so powerful that you wouldn't even believe it. From a very young age, he was spouting off about total evil and claiming that he could burn it with fire. Well, is it true or is it fiction? We will find out here on Croc's News. So anyway, here is Pastor McQuid.
Burn it with fire!
Britt Hancock here, reporting live from Glasgow, Scotland, as I said, with the pastor of a very renowned church, Sons of Thunder Presbyterian Church, here in Glasgow. And his name is Pastor McQuid, and he's gonna weigh in on a few of the current subjects. Please, would you stop doing that? You're making me nervous.
The action on this thing is a little busted, I think.
No, you just don't know the release.
Oh, I'm telling you.
It's right here. See? You have to be a member of the NRA to figure this out, see? There. Oh, sorry about that, Felix. You might want to get that flesh wound looked at. So, anyway, we were talking about Ahmadinejad.
Yes, Ahmadinejad. Well, my personal feelings on him is that you should burn him with fire!
Very, very interesting. And why do you feel this way?
Because he's an inbred camel spoof. He's not fit to dump the pee out of a boot with the instructions written on the sole.
Very, very interesting. I guess you have never heard of the American term political correctness, have you?
Burn it with fire! The eternal fire of Hades!
So you do not like political correctness. What is your opinion on CNN, sir?
Well, Mr. Hancock, personally about the Communist News Network, I think that you should burn it with fire!
Yeah,
yeah.
Gonna go on 15.
We're coming straight out on camera 1. No intermission music in.
Very, very interesting. So, Ahmadinejad.
By the way, I'm very happy to be here today, Britt.
Oh, outstanding. So anyway, you had some very interesting opinions on Mr. Ahmadinejad coming to speak at the UN.
Well, for one thing, Mr. Hancock or whatever, what have you there. The thing about that is, the guy says he wants to annihilate Israel and the United States off the map. Well, I find it interesting that they would let their own enemy come onto their soil and, speak the way he does. They wouldn't even let me in the UN. I tried to get back in the UN several years ago because it was in protest of, they had Oscar Mayer was advertising all meat wieners, and I said no. I went to a camp out with some kids up in the Highlands. We took them up there and we went camping and we did a little bear hunting and things of that nature. And after tasting one of those Oscar Mayer wieners, I said, burn them with fire! Because they weren't all meat wieners. They didn't even taste like meat. They are the furthest thing from them. So from now on, I always plug Hebrew National Frankfurters, and I don't need anything else because they're all meat wieners. And I'd rather reject the term wieners. They ought to burn that with fire as well.
I see. So speaking of which, there was a recent congressman named Anthony Weiner who was recently surplumped from power. What is your opinion on Mr. Weiner?
I think they ought to throw him in a tub of all meat, Oscar Mayer wieners, and burn him with fire.
Very, very interesting. Well, Pastor McQuid is also a heck of a musician. He also jams out at various pubs and whatnot in Glasgow, preaching his very interesting style of gospel rock.
That's true. Yeah, we've got lots of songs that we play. Of course, they all sound the same, but the lyrics are different in every single one. But because I only know 2 notes on the guitar, I can only play 2-chord songs.
Woo, yeah! Come on, man! Play, man!
Quiet down in front! We're here to worship the Lord today.
Come on! Woo!
Hey, I said shut your little mouth, boy!
Oh, it's great! Come on, play!
The song we've got is called Burn It With Fire.
You always sing that song!
Burn it with fire!
Can you play something else, man? Maybe you should take lessons.
Burn it with fire! Burn it hard! Burn it fast! Burn!
Let me over here.
On the guitar, but they're still pretty good. I mean,
Is it true that flames shoot out of your acoustic when you play it?
that's been known to happen on occasion, but I myself didn't see anything, but I have my suspicions that maybe there were a couple of fire-breathing hippies in my congregation who I ran off subsequently, and they haven't returned. Because I told them I was going to burn them with eternal fire if they ever showed their lily-livered arses back up in my church.
Okay.
Which I should correct myself, it's not my church, it's God's church, but he's entrusted it to me.
Okay, so we're gonna go through a random...
It'll stand there until he decides to burn it with fire!
So we're gonna do just a random selection of different topics and see what his opinion is on each one. Japanese cars.
Burn him with fire!
Okay. Cheap guitars.
Burn him with the eternal fire from down under, lad! Come on!
Kilts made in China.
I didn't know there was such a thing, but I do have some things to say about China. Burn it with fire!
What about Crocs News?
Burn it with fire!
What about shows like Stripper Pole Unlimited?
Burn it with fire! They're a bunch of fire-breathing hussies!
Thank you. I am Britt Hancock reporting live in Glasgow. Back to you in the newsroom. And, oh, what's that? Oh, yes, of course, Mr. O'Wally. Thank you.
Burn him with fire as well!
The O'Wally Factor is on location tonight at the humble abode of failed Screen Man and younger brother to Christopher Walken, Joey Walken. This is the O'Wally Factor, and tonight we are walking in the park.
The O'Wally Factor is on location tonight. We're going to have Joey Walken, but first, we're going to do things a little backwards today. We're going to go right to our letters section. And the letters read, Dear Mr. O'Wally, I can't believe you would portray progressive jazz in such a negative light. You are a racist and a schmuck. DM, aka The Onion. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, sir, but as I've said before, please don't bloviate, and that includes in the letters. That is my job. Second letter reads, Dear Mr. O'Wally, I love the segment on the beekeeper widows. Thank you. We worked very hard on the segment and put a lot of hours in, and the staff, James included, was very pleased with the results. Don't miss part 2 of the beekeeper's widows coming in October. Last letter, Dear Mr. O'Wally, I used Fucanol and now I say wow constantly. Can you help? I can't help you in that, sir. I think you probably need to have your head checked and consult your doctor. I mean, I don't know what the side effects were, really. And now I'd like to bring in my guest on the Wow Factor, Joey Walken.
Wow, it's great to be here.
Thank you for helping us out and letting us go on location at your home.
Well, it's no problem, really. You know, this home I actually paid cash for, unlike my brother, who owes a lot of money to the bank.
I see. And you've come under fire recently for some comments that you made concerning your brother, saying, I quote, that he was a hack and a numpty.
That's correct. He was. Well, he is, anyway, because even though he will not admit it, but he drank the Kool-Aid. Do you know what I'm saying?
You must be talking about the proverbial Kool-Aid.
Yes, he drank the Obama Kool-Aid, and now he's totally numptified.
Kind of like the Onion, who did drink the proverbial Kool-Aid.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I know about that guy. Wow, what a concept. The guy, I don't understand it, really. I mean, in my opinion, he's about as smart as Jimmy Hoffa's dad. He probably should be along with Jimmy Hoffa's dad, but that's just my opinion.
And for the record, there was no record of Jimmy Hoffa's dad ever even existing.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Very strange.
That's
indeed.
scary. I'm scared.
I would be too.
I'm terrified. And the other thing, I saw this show. It was unbelievable. These guys were taking on giant insects. Did you see that one?
Yes. Was that something you starred in?
No, I didn't star in that.
Because you look a lot. You look an awful lot like the guy that was in that movie. Not the guy with the beard, but the other guy.
Oh yes.
He's wearing a hat. And
that would have been my crazy brother.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
see. You guys look very similar to each other.
Well, I was a stunt double in that,
You've
and
got a little more facial